been kind of on call for this Corona deal from work, so I've been getting a lot of stuff done around here. One of the things I did for Chuck's Nova build, which his car is getting a lot of floor pans and stuff like that put in right now just because it was a little bit rusty. So I should be getting the car within a month or so to go ahead and put all this stuff in. But I did get the Transgo partial kit put in, the 4L80E, the other day. All I need to do is get a pan gasket and a filter so I can put the pan back on, and then I can put the new rear main seal on the engine, and then I can put both of them together and just have them sitting here on the floor ready to go in the car. But yesterday, UPS guy brought me a 4-inch V-band clamp for the exhaust and my muffler that I'm going to be using. This is a Hooker Max Flow muffler. It's a 4-inch in, 4-inch out, and it's 4-inch ID, so your pipe will just fit in there and you can weld around it. I've listened to some sound clips and they sounded pretty good. It's basically straight through. You can see that. I'm not sure how much it's going to muffle noise, but the car's already relatively quiet considering it's a straight 4-inch exhaust. So I'm pretty happy with it anyways. But the FedEx is supposed to be bringing me some 45s, so I can go ahead and get that on, get the full exhaust done on the RX-7. And as far as I'm concerned, that thing is pretty much done. As long as it doesn't blow up, as long as nothing breaks, I'm happy with it. Hopefully I might put it on the dyno, or I might just wait till the tracks reopen and just take it to the track and tune it. On my last video, you saw the pull where I did a 9-pound wastegate pull, and it feels faster on 9 pounds. I know I kind of messed up my words on that video, but it feels faster on 9 pounds with this turbo than the old turbo did on 16 at the track. So we'll see. I might take it out and do a draggy run one day, but yeah, I'll take you guys along for that deal. But like I said, getting a lot of stuff done around here, so probably gonna have to run into town and get a gasket and a filter. And then also on this thing, I had to buy one of these idler relocators for it, and I still have to chop part of the truck bracket off so I can put the car throttle body on. I need to chop it right here. The idler used to go right here, but ICT Billet sells these to relocate it. And the bracket that he had with this compressor, I may have said it in another video, but the bracket didn't work with the belt routing that we had. This actually has another idler. It uses a factory F-body idler, LS1 spacing, and it actually has better belt wrap. That way we can use the belt wrap that we have, and the other one would just the belt basically was going right across the throttle body where it would have put it. So I got this from ICT Billet for a sanding compressor with truck spacing. I just got to get a belt for it, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Get a belt, get the throttle body on, and then get the transmission and engine mated up, and then it'll pretty much be ready for the car. Because I'm not going to mess with the fuel lines or anything till it's in the car. I know where everything's located, so yeah, I'm probably going to donate for a very, very reduced price the radiator out of my car. I'm going to clean it up, polish it back up, make it look like brand new again. And the transmission cooler I'm going to put in his car. There was nothing wrong with it. I just couldn't use it in my setup because it was too big. So that's probably going to go to him also for a reduced rate. And possibly this intercooler. I might get him another one because that intercooler wasn't that great. But like I said, he's not going to be beating on this thing. It's just going to be a cruiser for him and his wife. So I'm not sure that it's going to need a really rowdy, thick, 5-inch core intercooler or anything. But it would be nice to have one a little better than that. But we'll see. Making progress. But whenever the FedEx lady delivers my 45s, I'll get started back on the RX-7 and get this exhaust finished. Looks like it's time to finish up this full exhaust. FedEx just brought my other two 45s. So, show you what I got going on. Got the tire off, mocking up the rest of the exhaust. Got the muffler right there, pretty much where I want it. It's pretty much where it's gonna be, right there. Barely fits. Fits pretty freaking good, actually. I didn't even measure anything. I was lazy, took a chance and ordered it, and my laziness apparently paid off. So, but there it is, 45 and a 45, and then I'm cutting the straight to go between these two pieces here, and then I'm gonna have a V-band right here so I can just pull this part off easier. But yeah, and that'll be finishing up this part here. Got to get this sticker off and stuff like that, but she's coming along. Well, I got the V-band tacked on both of these pipes, and I think I've got it set pretty much where I want it to go. Looks pretty good right there. Lines up good with the bumper. Doesn't hit the tire when I put the tire on. I've got this little piece of pipe just to kind of see if I can center it in the hole there where the notch is in the bumper. But I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. I think it looks pretty good there. So I'm gonna tack her up, pull the exhaust off, fully weld it, and I think I'm gonna put a hanger from here to here on this little tab, this factory tab here. Put me a hanger there, and I might want to put another one on the bumper or somewhere else if I can find a good spot for one. I mean, not the bumper, the muffler. See if I can find a good spot for one there. But other than that, she's coming along. Should have this thing done today. Just finished welding everything up. Only thing I have left to do is hang it under the car and put a hanger on, but definitely not my worst MIG welds. I know I got lazy, but it's all good. It's not terrible, but I think it'll work, and hopefully I can crank it up and see how quiet she is. All right, guys, I'm a little disappointed in myself. Had the exhaust all welded up, ready to go, and put it on the car, and it didn't fit at all. The V-bands will not go together under the car. The one right there would not clamp up together. So I cut it and fit it and cut it and fit it, trying to get it to work, and I never could get it to work. So I ended up cutting it apart, and I've got these pie cuts. I'm cutting a few more in there, and we're going to be trying to connect the muffler from here to that pipe right there with some pie cuts. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to have to do, because I'm not a fabricator, so this pretty much sucks, but we'll get it figured out. And like I said, I'm cutting some more pie cuts in here on the bandsaw. So, yeah, maybe I can get it done today. I'm not sure. I'm gonna cut probably about 4 or 5 more pie cuts. And, I have to work tonight, so I won't have a whole lot of time to mess with this thing. But maybe I can get it done today. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But I did crank it up yesterday. I didn't film it though. I cranked it up with it all tacked up, and it's pretty quiet. I think I'm gonna be happy with it. So. Let's get going. Guys, I finally got the exhaust finished on the car. Didn't film a whole lot because I didn't film anything actually because I was getting aggravated with myself and my abilities, but I did get it done. But anyways, I've got the exhaust on, as you can see. I painted the muffler and the back part of the exhaust black. Sorry I'm showing it with a flashlight, but it is what it is. Seems to work pretty good. Just took it for a test drive, but there's the exhaust there. Took it for a test drive. Seems to run good. Pretty quiet for what it is. So, pretty happy with it. Hopefully tomorrow I can drive it around and see how she does in town. Go run a few errands. Alright guys, just cruising the car a little bit. It's a lot more comfortable in here with the exhaust. A lot better. Trying to adjust the idle a little bit. Change some stuff with the throttle body. I had it cracked open a little bit. I kind of closed it back with the throttle stop. just wanted to take y'all along for a ride in the car with the full exhaust. Did a couple pulls and everything. Seemed to be good. The only thing I'm a little worried about is the transmission cooler, since I had to go quite a bit smaller to fit the transmission cooler up under here. And it's not overheating, but it's a relatively cool day. I think it's maybe high 70s today. And transmission got up to about 195, something like that, when I was beating on it, and it got up to about 190 in traffic, something like that. But I just don't want, in the dead heat of the summer, this thing to try to overheat the tranny. But it's doing pretty decent right now, so we'll watch that pretty close. And if it comes down to it, I'll have to get maybe a higher quality transmission cooler that's about the same size and hang it there. But I'm pretty happy with it though. Seems to run good, and yeah, hopefully it'll keep running good. But whenever these tracks open back up, I'm gonna be taking it. But I appreciate you watching. Thank you. This is the clutch. This is a piece of paper. Clutch is gonna fetch the piece of paper. That's a good clutch.